take me to actually be a man to
What's
walk
going on?
away
Get a nice little
and
seat. What's going
actually
on, big bro?
accept myself
All
first
right.
before I can sit there and say I
So
want
everybody,
to start arguing
y'all take a seat. Hey,
or do anything
take a
for
seat. We all
attention.
listening.
So I mean, for us to be men, it's hard. It's definitely hard for us to actually sit there and be like, well, you know what? I can actually stand here and say I'm gonna deal with my baby mama or deal with her.
You can sit
But at,
sit anywhere
at
you
the end
need
of the
to.
day, we not knowing that we're abusing our own kids mentally, physically, and emotionally.
Okay.
And when we leave them, then that's even worse for the mother to take it off on them for no reason.
So now, reason why I asked that question right now because we all know as men, there's a lot of time where the mother can operate with impunity. She can sit up there and curse you out. She could curse anybody out, and then at the end of the day, if you give your kid a hug, you show your kid some love. We done seen several stories. I experienced myself where I done bought one kid something. You ain't buy the other kid nothing. So now that baby of yours get hurt, slapped around, punished, talked about, cursed. So I've noticed a trend with men. A lot of men are backing up from the kids, not because okay, I don't want to be responsible, but a lot of men are backing up from these kids because if I continue to do right by my child, and the baby mama don't like me, or the white ex-wife don't like me, whatever, they're hurting the child, and that's a big thing. And that's the topic I want to talk about. I mean, I want y'all to get dirty with it because people got to hear this, man. People got to hear this. Oh, I'm a woman. I'm always right. Then the kid grow up. They done told the kid so much bad stuff about the father. Then the kid grow up, and then they say, damn, dad pretty cool. Now they hating the mama. But women don't understand that. Like I be transparent. I'm always gonna be transparent with mine with you. My son called me. He said, Dad, I don't think you love me no more. And I'm like, boy, you crazy. And he said, well, you don't come talk to me. You ain't talked to me in 3-4 months. I say, son, your mama, every time I talk to you, you have to rush off the phone. Your mama make you hang up, or you hang up when you see her walking through the door just because you talking to me. My son say, well, yeah, you right, Dad, because she do treat you bad. She did treated you bad. Then me and him had a 4-hour conversation. Think about that. Think about that, man. A lot of men are walking away from their kids, not for their own peace, as the narratives say. They're walking away from their own kids because they don't want the mama to hurt the kids. And I want y'all to be real. I share my story. Go ahead.
To go off of what you said, you know what? That actually put me going back to what my daughter had told me when I was going through that situation. I was out here homeless for 3 years. And, I went to go talking to her, and the first thing she said, well, Dad, you ain't never been there for us. You ain't never did this. You ain't never did that. I said, hold on, first of all, you don't sit there and you don't disrespect me like that. Secondly, I don't know where you're getting this from, but if I'm willing to sit here and get y'all every week, have a conversation with y'all, and tell y'all, listen, I know I'm not here with y'all right now. I have to get myself together. Not only for my sake, but for y'all to actually sit here and say, you know what, my daddy did this for us. My daddy actually sit here and actually sacrifice himself in order to have a roof over our heads where we don't have to worry about having to go and I have to call my mom just to pick you guys up. No, I ain't got to do that. Not no more. Because now y'all have somewhere to stay. Even though I had to let y'all go, that's the hardest thing I have to do. That's the hardest thing any man would have to do.
True.
Let their child go, whether that's their child or not. Just the thought of a man actually sitting there letting a child go would actually make him feel way less of a man than anything else because you're not able to let me get my boundaries right. As far as with me trying to have some type of, I want to say, masculine, like you say.
Yeah, I'm all about the masculine energy.
If we don't have masculinity, we're gonna be out here like, oh, we just gonna go ahead and let her handle this, you know, the system got me up and all messed up, I've been in jail and everything else. No, my mind frame is, I'm not gonna be out here, I'm gonna be out here like a man. And see, when I say a man, that don't mean a black man, that don't mean no other man, that means a man of God, to where I can sit here and stand and say, I went through what I went through, but at the end of the day, guess why I'm still standing.
That's right. I appreciate that, Mr. Little. One of y'all take it over. Monteith, I want the old man to talk. Oh yeah.
For me, like I say, my daughter's younger, so I feel like before I even get to some of these steps, as I've like kind of had like flash forwards of acting out or whatever the case may be, just due to the back and forth. I mean, that is what it is, back and forth, but it ain't nothing too much too early because my daughter's young. So for me, I decided, before I even get to the point of where I have to explain certain things or why I wasn't here, why I wasn't there. Now she's 2, so all the things that you speak about, all the things I do have to do, I step away, I walk away, I take a step back, just because I'm like, it has nothing to do with the mom. And after, of course, that's what she thinks. But I'm like, only if you knew. It's you the furthest from what it's got anything to do with. It's got everything to do with just protecting myself. Therefore, and so the repercussions don't come back on her in any way, shape, or form. Let's say mental, physical.
Right.
I'm not there. I'm not with 24/7. So, but yeah, I take them steps back. Yeah, just for that reason. But yeah, I decided, like I said, let me be proactive now because she's 2. So really, nothing wrong with explaining that. I wish my dad would explain that to me when he had opportunity, but I was like, you know what? If this be something that I guess I'm a product of too, let me be proactive and get on top of it. So I decided to do that.
No, that's a smart thing. As a man, we need to be proactive when we come to dealing with our kids. This is not saying that we don't like our baby mamas, our wives, it's not saying that, but in this day and age, this time that we're in, we're gonna have to learn to protect ourselves in order to protect the kids. I advocate for going down there getting a parenting plan, and I advocate holding that woman to it. Because we've seen, well, my generation has seen, I'm 47, my generation has seen where the mothers have torn our fathers down, have dogged us out, and we still have to respect our mama. We can't grow up, mama abuses, we can't grow up and get mad at mama, because guess what? Mama is the first thing of God to us. So, and I'm saying this because there's been women that have put a lot of bad stuff into kids' head, even our own stigmas. And then we have to grow up and reprogram ourselves. Now imagine your child, your baby girl, Mr. Monteith. Imagine your baby girl saying, my dad didn't love me because he wasn't around. Not getting your side of the story. Only thing, my daddy didn't love me because he wasn't around, or he left me abandoned. But not knowing the story, every time you came over there, knocked on the door, hey, can I get my baby girl? Oh, I hate you. I'm calling the police on you. I'm busting your car up. I'm gonna tell the police you hit me so they can babysit you in jail and you can lose custody and rights.
I would say I even foresaw that too. Like all the stuff that you're saying, because she's 2, I'm like, I actually wish, I don't wish, that's pretty crazy in a sense, but I'm like, if this ever so happens to be, I'm so ready for that explanation. Because I honestly don't feel like I'm going to explain myself as far as that goes. As far as me defending myself against a mother in that behalf, I'm just going to respond to it about me. So I've already decided if that case ever comes, because whatever I'm going through is going to be the same way until, assuming 18, things don't come to an adult understanding between her and I. So yeah, if that happens now, even for me, yeah, like I'm ready for that conversation, but it ain't about her, like the mother herself. I'm just gonna stand on as far as who I am. Man.
Yeah, father's rights. Get yourself together.
And that's all that's gonna be. So she'll see. It's one of those things coming between you saying once your son taught me you had that part of the conversation, like, and I that like, okay, this is
he saw what was going
on too. She'll see what's going on.
All right. What you got to say about that topic? None. What you got to say? Okay.
How y'all doing, fellas? Everybody, good evening to everyone. I currently at the moment don't have no kids, but my little brother got 2, and my big brother has a kid. So I definitely have nieces.
Okay.
And it's based off this how I was raised. I was raised by a single mom.
Okay.
You know and I get like I believe everybody in here want to be there for the kids or even there. But with the type of father I grew up with a narcissistic,
Yeah.
abusing. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I was yay high watching my mom get choked.
That's
What
something to
can I
talk
do?
about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Now, a grown man, I wish that would happen. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? But it's just like when he was saying with having like the woman tendencies, I have woman tendencies, but I also my mama raised a man though. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So as a single parent, you can't do it. It has been done. I went to college. You know what I'm saying? You know, I went to jail a few times. I messed up, you know, not listening to mama, going to work,
That's
doing my own
life.
thing. But, you know, God willing, I didn't have no felonies. I never went to prison. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of dudes. I know a lot of family people and people that's close to me that tell me, don't go. It change your life. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want that. I want that for you. You know what I'm saying? So it can be done. But also, I would say the man is when you do got a good woman, you know what I'm saying? Do right by her. Because your kids going to watch that.
Correct. But let me
Yeah,
ask you this
so-
question right here. I appreciate that
No,
monologue,
yeah,
and it was
so-
really good. But seeing your brothers, both of your brothers with their children, deal operate with the mother of their kids, did either of them ever have to take a step back due to their anger or due to the mother of the kids being angry with them?
My brother. My little brother. The situation with his baby mama is basically like my brother. We know what we come from, so he tries to be there for them. But
Correct.
because what some women do is because y'all have a disagreement in a relationship or y'all not on one accord has nothing to do with the kid that y'all created into this world.
And that's where I'm trying to get as fathers for us to see. Again, we will walk away to protect our peace. That's the going trend right now. I need to protect my peace. I need to protect my peace from the mother. Some guys say, oh, I need to protect my peace from the children. We're going to have to learn to adapt to that shit, man. We're going to have to learn to adapt to it really good. And the way you adapt, it's hard now, but I'm finna give you a solution. I ain't gonna bring you a topic without giving you a solution. The way we adapt to this, to you walking away from your kids to protect them from an abusive mother, whether that's physically, verbally, or mental, we're gonna have to literally pour 10 times as hard into those kids. So what I'm telling you, there is no goddamn walking away. I'm sorry. You can't. 4 months I didn't talk to my boy. He called me daddy, you don't love me. Always had me. I told him I apologize. I messed up, son. I'm sorry. But I didn't want you to get in trouble. He said, I'm 18 now. You could come get me. Siri talk. I had to pull into him. To be totally honest, I forgot about him. He'll reach out to me. He 18. I got a cell phone for him. He'll reach out to me. My mindset was excuse. His mama would get on him, stressing mine. That my son had to correct me the other day. Now, as men, we don't get to walk away from our children. I'm sorry. I hear a lot of stuff on Instagram, TikTok. Oh, I walk away to protect my peace. You walk away from the situation with that woman. You walk away from the situation with her baby daddy, her boyfriend, whatever you got going on. But you fight for your kids. There's another thing. And this question go to all y'all. Do y'all think it's too hard to fight for your kids?
Oh, I could definitely say definitely not. Definitely not. Because knowing that I fought for all 5 of my kids not to be in the system, as far as with DCF, as far as with foster homes, as far as with all that, due to the fact that they were saying, well, every time that she has a baby, they're going to get to it. So I had to make sure I was there at the hospital. And due to the fact that I had to stop working just for her to be around her kids because they wasn't in daycare, that was a hard, tough decision to the point my dad looked at me and said, son, how you gonna be able to take care of your kids and you ain't got no job? This the same dad that I had told, like, hey, listen, I graduated. I got a car. And guess what he told me? You ain't my son. I got another son to raise. That right there in itself, for me to be 18, showing you that I'm actually graduating, I'm actually doing something with my life, and you talking about, oh, you ain't my son? That hurt me to my heart. But at the same time, I took that as a whole different shell to hold myself, but also be sturdy as to I'm not finna do my kids the same way. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we kind of limit ourselves because we go back to the situation our dad did before. And like you said, your dad was, my dad, he was very abusive. He was Marine type, everything. And I mean, I could not do anything. I tried to have a father and son relationship with him and did not work. So everything that I didn't do with my father, I turned around and started doing for my kids, and I have not stopped since.
That's real.
So let me ask you a question though. I like that. So the rift that you have between dad, the rift that you have with your papa right now, this means that papa left at one point in the game. Now, during that time, if your daddy would have came back and said some kind words to you, apologize, son, I'm sorry I did this. I didn't know no better. I didn't know what was going on. Or even gave a lack ass excuse that, hey, your mama was giving me a hard time. How would that relationship affect you and your father today?
You know what?
Yeah.
That's a good one because I feel like that would probably be a forgetful situation where I could forgive him. But me still lingering, still thinking about the situations at hand and how you did me, I forgive you for what you had did. I'm gonna accept that. But now in this relationship, if we're gonna have a relationship, we have to build it on now, not a past situation. We gotta build it on now. So if we build that on now, then that means I should be able to open up to you, but I cannot open up to you if you're still gonna bring up a past situation. That's just like if I forgave you, why should I sit here and bring up a past situation that you done put me in, and now I just asked you to forgive me and you forgave me. Now you sitting here giving me the third degree to the point where what am I supposed to do? What am I really supposed to do now, son?
Now y'all listen to what he said now. Y'all listen to what he said. If a father was to come back and allow their kids to sit up there and voice their concern, their dismay, as you say, anything. Most fathers don't allow their children to come back and say anything. They still want to be, oh, it's me, I'm dad, don't say nothing to me. And then they still want to point the finger at the woman. They still want to do this. Being a man and being a masculine ass man, not just a masculine man, I mean a masculine ass man, is letting your son, if you wronged him, get that grievances off his chest. Because it's not gonna hurt you to sit up there and allow your child to come back and say, Dad, you hurt me, you abandoned me, you did this. As men, we can't sit up there and tell our father, we can't tell our kid, oh, you attacking me. You got that shit going on like your mama got. Oh, you been listening to your mama. How many of y'all heard him say that? Oh, you sound like your mama. Why can't we be masculine as men and say, son, I'm finna sit down and let you read me from A to Z, get your feelings out, and after that, I need to give me a hug. Let me pour all this into you. See, that's what being a father is about to me. That's what being a father is. My kids need to get that toxicity out their heart if I did something wrong to them. And we have to let our fathers know they did wrong. And at the same time, we have to accept our father's apologies. Go ahead, my man.
Well, let me say this, though. The catch-22 is, what if you the good guy, do everything for a kid and not yours, and you still end up in a fucked up situation?
That's the stepdad mythos.
Yeah, like you know my situation.
I know your situation.
I've done everything, and now I got to deal with all the backlash of what her father did to her, and I got to deal with a case behind it. Like, it don't make sense. The tolerance of me dealing with her mother on top of that, you know what I mean? It don't make sense. When you're a genuinely good person,
right?
Good people don't make it. But it seems like the more you do negative to these children, them guys kind of make it, man. They survive, man.
Right.
And I don't understand it. Like, while I'm going through this situation right here, that's the reason why I've been quiet. Like, half y'all brothers is probably good brothers. You feel me? I don't know y'all lifestyle. You feel me? I come from a different era, different lifestyle, all the above. But I just recently got set up on a case where I got into it with my wife's daughter. You know what I mean? We get in an argument. I go in my room, I do streaming, I'm a live streamer or whatever, you know what I mean? She call herself opening up the door, push me like she a grown ass nigga, right? Instead of me putting my hands on her, I just kind of ease back, but while I'm easing back, something behind my foot. Now the room is about this small. I fall. You know what I mean? But with me falling, I try to grab on something, and the person that happened to grab on is her. So behind that, I get a strangulation charge. Add this up, she's light skinned, like me, lighter than me. No marks on your neck, but you say that's strangulation. But I've been in your life since you was 15 years old. I've been the one when I was selling dope, doing dumb shit out here in the streets. They sit up there and make sure you have everything in this world. You know what I mean? It's two sides to a book. It's not only the father, it also has to do with the child as well.
Oh
Some things
boy.
you can do as a man. Some things you can do as a man and be a good father, but the child will still hate you because of what happened in their past.
Boy, you just said something now. Hey, I wasn't ready for that one now.
I would say too. So kinda going back to
No, I've been quiet, bro. I'm dealing in my head right now. Excuse me, y'all.
No,
It's an open, whole entire open situation where everybody go through whatever they go through. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like if it wasn't for Mr. Eddie, you know what? I'd be writing my shit up on the video just like quiet. Wouldn't even much open up and no man wouldn't say nothing. Cause you wanna know why? Cause it feel like as a man, you have to deal with things on your own. Ever since we've been out here, this is what my mama told me. Son, you've been preaching for a very long time about men not doing nothing. We got a standard to where we got to stand up and just be like, you know what, I can't handle it no more. It's hard enough that I got to hold it in, and I don't want to show and backlash on other people because I'm not that type of man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You put me in the category of, oh, I'm a thug, I'm this, I'm that. You don't know what I done been through in my hell and hot water. I don't know what anybody else been through. But at the same time, we got to have some type of positive reinforcement to say, you know what? You're not wrong for it. You're not wrong for how you feel. Because you want to know why? In the same instant, guess what? My ex-wife did me the same way. I ain't even know. She's sitting here in the tub, sitting back, talking about she finna drown herself. I'm on the game. I'm like, oh, what's going on? What are you talking about? Oh, don't nobody love me no more. You don't want to be with me. I went in that bathroom, I looked, I said, so you trying to drown yourself? Yeah, I'm gonna drown myself. I said, well, you go ahead and drown yourself. I'm not finna go to jail for you. I'm gonna tell the kids the reason why you drowned yourself because it's no reason for you to do that. Guess what happened? Police came, knocked on the door. BCF came. I'm like, what's going on? Oh, we got a call that you tried to drown your wife. But she the one that answered the door. So I'm sitting around here like, what's going on? And they looked at her, looked at me, and I'm like, I ain't even touch her. So the whole time they trying to find an investigation on me to get my kids taken away due to the fact of that. So guess what? I stood up as a man. Hey, listen, I ain't did nothing. Y'all go ahead and take me whatever y'all want to. They was like, I'm not gonna take you. You wanna know why? She the one that called. I'm trying to figure out how in the world is somebody that's supposed to drown actually call these people.
Make it make sense.
Like, really make it make sense, bro. Like,
I'm trying to drown you, but you sitting up there calling.
exactly. So if
The math ain't that.
put
But we
you
also
in that
in one
same
state.
situation, you sitting here, you're not doing nothing. You on live stream, everybody sees you. But yet still at the same time, I'm trying to catch myself. But it's strangulation. Guess what? Us as men, guess who's gonna get the charge first? Us.
I'm dealing with it right now.
Every time.
Every time because of the system.
It's serious,
The
right?
system that's sitting around here and make us feel like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do this time, and why you gonna sit back and do a time that you ain't even had nothing to do with?
Hold on, here's a catch 22. I'm gonna give you another one. So me and my nephew talking earlier, I'm telling him about this situation. I didn't know nothing about Florida. I'm not from Florida, I'm from Illinois, right? So me and her get into a confrontation, right? I'm far away from either Xing myself from her. Not the daughter, but the mother, either Xing myself from her. She called these motherfuckers talking about some, he trying to kill himself. I'm on the phone with my mans in New York. I say, Joe, what's going on? Boo bop, man, you know what I mean? I'm talking about going to get some pizza, all types of shit. Police come draw it out on me, 8 of them. Lucky I ain't had my toe on me, I'm a felon.
Yeah.
I'm just walking out the house. Is you serious, man? Do it look like I fucking want to kill myself, man? Nah. So, oh well, we got a report that you trying to kill yourself. Man, I'm a grown man, dog. If I want to die, listen, I got 1,001 ways to sit up there and off my motherfucking self, and it don't consist of me sitting up here, gotta walk outside to do it. As a matter of fact, here go my man's on the phone. Hey, bro, tell him, man, you know what I mean, what we just talking about. So he say, man, yeah, bro, we just talking about getting pizza and all that shit. I say, matter of fact, put Sis on the phone, man. Sis on the phone. Yo, he talking about getting pizza and all this and this and this. I say, man, your math ain't math, officer. You know what I mean? And it took 80 y'all to realize this. I say, matter of fact, pat me down, man. If I want to commit suicide, I'm gonna have something to commit suicide. Oh no, we don't need to pat you down. Matter of fact, turn around, we put you in handcuffs. Fuck me up. What is it? Expired help, 3 days. Third day, the second day they come holler at me. They say, yeah, we want to mentally evaluate. We don't know you. What? Do you realize I'm talking sane to you? My dialectic conversation don't sound like nobody that's trying to kill themselves. I'm talking about eating food. Person that want to kill themselves ain't talking about eating food.
So question.
Talking about drinking, don't drink. You know what I mean?
So Will, question. What made this woman decide to tell the police that to call them people on you like that? It going a little bit into the detail because I'm hearing the story. I know Mr. Little story. What you think made her call that? How was you acting? Belligerent, non-belligerent, nonchalant? Why do you think that woman got to that point?
I didn't give a fuck. To put it simple, I didn't give a fuck. And the fact that I didn't give a fuck and I didn't want to be with her, it added up. Let me make this call to get him out the way. Let me show out of spite that I can do this to him.
Vindictive is the word.
So now here's another question. Real talk here. Y'all can answer. You don't have to answer. So do you think women can be vindictive enough to have the police babysit you, to have the mental health babysit you? Do you think they could be vindictive when you don't want to be with them?
My mom said it herself. She said, I'm a woman and I'm very vindictive. If I want to go ahead and put y'all in jail, I can put you in jail. I can make up a lie in 1 second.
They don't believe it in the woman's state.
I tell you what, I had my baby mama tell my mama under her dead body that my kids would be with me. Under her dead body, right? Mm-hmm. So one day she wanted to do bodily harm on 2 of those kids. Yeah. Strangulation, broke 8 ribs, fractured, broke a tibia, go to the fractured the skull on one of them.
These are babies, her own kids.
Her own kids, the ones that sit right over there.
No.
Yeah, dead serious.
No way.
So she tried to blame me. She tried to blame my oldest baby. She tried to blame one of my dad. Tried to blame my daddy. She tried to blame who else? She tried to blame everybody else but herself. So in other words, her trying to be vindictive ended up with me custody of the kid.
Well, I mean, that's a good outlook.
It's a blessing.
It
don't happen like that.
Oh no, hey, before we get in there, because I know this man personally.
Yeah.
Nah, I this is recorded. You still did not treat that woman like shit. Nah, still tried to offer help and everything.
And you know what?
I salute you, brother.
To this day, I'm married now, so this is when everything else kind of came out, right? Soon as I got married, as soon as he got Linda was getting married. Kid you not. That's when she wanted to start going for petitions, trying to get 50-50 custody of the kids, even though she has a court order saying that she's a danger to her kids. She's not fit to be the mother of the kid. The judge told this lady, if you don't let this man have these kids, and you let it go to trial, you go until you get one more child. We're gonna come take that child from you. Plain and simple.
That seemed like similar to what Mr. Little was going through. If she had one more baby, DC ever gonna take the baby?
And I'm gonna tell you another thing, because it's hard for me to even say, because like I said, I never opened up to a whole lot of men, because men judging men is a judgmental thing. So I really had to open up to tell people my story, because I'm a father of 9 kids, mixed. We blended. I have 5 kids, but the 5 kids, I don't even know if it's all mine.
Oh boy.
Due to the fact.
Do I need to sit the hell down for this?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me sit the hell down. Shit, I ain't got enough ass to be standing for this. Let me sit down.
When me and her got together in 2013, right?
Where's the bathroom?
All right, John.
We had our first child. I asked her, I said, well, due to the fact of, going through your other situation with your other kids, you know what I'm saying, is my child gonna get took? Oh no, your child not gonna get took. Are you sure? No, your child not gonna get took. Are you sure? No, they ain't gonna take the child. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm trying to believe her, you know what I'm saying, this was. As soon as I got there, went to the hospital, she had our first child, which was my daughter. As soon as that happened,
Eat all you want.
I
That's too.
I didn't want to. I asked the nurse, is it all right for me to leave? They said, yeah, because we could watch it, right? How about the next day, at 3 weeks, we finna take your daughter. I said, no, you're not. Call my mom. Mom, you finna come get your granddaughter. You got me messed up if y'all gonna sit here and take my child due to the fact of what she done been through. You done sat around and told my mama that most of them kids ain't even mine. But yet still, I turned around and married you due to the fact of my kids. I went through hell and hot water. She cheating on me with other niggas. Now, the mentality of a man is, I'm finna beat your ass, I'm finna do this, I'm finna do that, I'm finna go to jail about mine, you feel me? But guess what I did? I gotta back up. Oh, why you doing it like that? You don't love me, no? Listen, the only reason why I married you was because of my kids. I ain't married you because I wanted to marry you. You wasn't fit to be a mama in the first place, but I didn't want to do that. Guess what? Come up to this day, I'm the one that sat there and told the judge and begged the judge, 50-50, please. Because guess what? I could have had rights to all of my kids. She could have did visitation. But because I'm trying to let you be a mother to your kids, you still turn around and put me on child support. You still want to treat me nasty. You still want to treat me dirty.
Bro, that takes a lot, man. That takes a lot. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Did that girl say one of them kids ain't mine? Boy, I'm hauling ass. I'm gonna take the mother and I'm gone. Listen, I'm compassionate, but I'm getting the hell out the door. Boy, the mother 3 coming with me. That one, you're a good dude.
So it's like when I did that and I took it to that point, I just took it to the point where it's like I done got cheated on when I was in the studio with my first ex-wife and I'm hearing them have sex, and the first thing that comes to mind is kill them. But you know what I did? I said, you know what? I have to sit back and think about it. Which one do I love the most? Do I love my freedom and my peace, or do I want to be in jail for the rest of my life for killing 2 people, and I don't have no type of remorse, I don't have no regret?
So now I want to break it down to another narrative. Mm-hmm. A lot of people out there, when it come to men, they say we all dogs, snakes, we all this, we bad guys, we don't do nothing, we don't have no love for the mother of our kids. Everybody out to hurt the mama, even if we doing correction. Mm-hmm. Now, from what I'm seeing with all of these men from various backgrounds, mm-hmm. different lifestyles, mm-hmm. from professionals to gangsters, mm-hmm. every last single one of these men in here is sitting up there saying, I took shit because for the love of my kids. I knew she couldn't do it. I stayed. Or even when it did hit the fan, I wanted to make sure she was okay as I depart. Think about that, man. So me practicing masculinity the way I do, the way I'm showing everybody, ain't no way in hell you should ever let anybody tell y'all that y'all ain't worth shit. I grew up thinking I wasn't a good man. Only thing I was a paymaster to my baby mama. Hell, only thing I was a paymaster to my mama. Get a job, pay your mama bill, pay your woman bill. That's all I thought. It wasn't until my grandma stepped in and saved my damn life and say, baby, you better than that. With that being said, man, y'all, I salute y'all because some of the shit y'all been through, I couldn't take it. I'm not built tight, boy. The professional shit y'all see, I am not built good for this.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm honest as hell, man.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Me coming from where I'm from, I've never had a woman call me a bitch. I've never had a woman sit up there and disrespect me as much as I dealt with in the last couple of months. Because I'm facing the case. Because you're a female. That's the catch-22. When you're a man, it's not tolerated to put your hands on a female, but they can get away with doing whatever. That's not right, man. I'm not trying to be funny. It's not right, man.
Well, they had this old gender fluid movement shit going on now. I mean,
I'm gonna disagree with you on that. They don't get away with everything. That we get everything. That we get everything. They don't get it. They get away scot-free now.
You know what,
Just for the fact that, again, in today's era, everybody's being held accountable, not just me.
that's true now.
But see, let me ask you this. Are you a felon?
No,
See, that's the catch-22.
no, I understand. What
When
you're
you're a felon,
saying.
the minute anything happens, you're to blame. It
I
does not
understand that.
matter.
And that's where anybody, it didn't say that's where anybody, right? That's even if you're not a felon, but you had pending felony charges that were dropped, right? Same thing. You still get cheated. If you go try to get you a job, they gonna still look at you like, oh, nah, man, I like your resume.
Exactly.
But it says here that you was arrested for in the
Background check. Yeah. That's what I was trying to tell my nephew.
I got a record myself, bro. I'm a security officer, armed, right?
Word.
I got misdemeanors. I ain't proud of them at all. Found out one of them was expunged by themselves. I was up in Buffalo. Gone. Didn't even know. God bless me on that.
Yeah.
The other one, petty shit that I did way back in the day. Not proud of that shit either, but it follows me everywhere I go. Some jobs I don't miss out on because of my wife. Same case. This is why I say it. Petty shit that she did way back in the day. Caught up with her. She had to get her shit expunged. Everybody can get it. Same case.
So let me ask you a question then. As men in here, so let me ask you men a question. Do you think that the women handle us different when they know that the law is involved in our lives?
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're gonna use that against every time. Like I said, we live in a women's state. So the first thing when an officer comes, you get what I'm saying, is he looking at you on what you did. It's crazy because I've been in, even me, as being a young man, I've been in situations where I have done nothing, then put a hand on nothing. We just got into a verbal argument, that's it, verbally. Go call, and if it wasn't for my neighbor, like, he doesn't do anything like that, you get what I'm saying? They probably would have arrested me, just because I'm a black male, dreads, yeah. And that's crazy, that's what we live in. The only way sometimes that we can beat that is, you know what I'm saying, how you handle your situation. You know what I'm saying? How you like, you know what? I'm gonna be peace of mind. You, when they came, you like, hey, I'm just gonna stand up for myself, let you know this. But I guarantee you didn't say it like, hey, I didn't, nah. Could you come like that?
Yeah.
That's giving them the imp to the blunt. You're lighting the blunt, and it's gone.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
You know?
My situation would have been a little bit different if my dad wasn't there, bro. I'd be straight up with you. It probably would. It may have. If my dad wasn't sitting there saying, all right, son, just let him go. They had to take him. when they came, they took all 3 of them from the house. Right. So I just got kicked out. About 3 weeks later, we come knocking on the door, telling my son we gotta take his kid. Well, why? What's it about? Tell me what it was about. All right, cool. I know what it's like.
But that's just what the state we live in. You know what I'm saying? This the system in this state is against us. And if a woman calls on us, they're automatically supporting the woman. Not, I'm gonna give you 7 times out of 10. It just you just got into a situation, brother, that you are blessed, and I believe in God. God is real. He's been there for me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know that's just they keep in your mind. My mom tell me every day, like, son, you know everybody got emotions. Nobody's perfect. But if somebody gets you to that, you know what I'm saying? Just think about it as in, okay, you was to call somebody on me. The energy I'm having, does it put me in jail or not?
But you said something though. You said if she were to call on you, why can't you call on her?
And so that's what brings me to my point. I'm saying the same thing. Nah, I don't think women get away with everything. It's a double-edged sword. Of course, we know how this all works as far as women's rights, as the case may be. Like you were saying, nah, what about you calling on her? And now that you know what you know too, instead of being a victim, why don't you be the one who, like I say, initiate? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So I feel the same way. Like, you know, coming almost to like, I know the case with you is a little indifferent, but let's say if the young lady hit you, you know, whatever the case may be, instead of, you know, the opposite where they falsely accusing you or something, let's say, you know, you was the one like, nah, I'm calling. You know, it's not masculine that you don't call. You got rights too. And so that's kind of how I think I assessed my situation. I was like, I almost flashed out, crashed out a couple times.
No, I'm saying nobody perfect. That's why I say ain't nobody perfect.
Definitely.
You get what
Which
I'm
is the reason why
saying?
I'm like, no, I do this for this. This is my job. This is my life. It's going to ABCD. Family, like brothers, sisters, village, however you was raised. Everybody got one of those. Something like that. So I said, you know what? I'm initiated, and so that's why I think with this situation, in my case, I think even good, bad, or indifferent. Like there's women's rights. I feel like because I initiated, I got her served. They didn't come to my house. They didn't come to my job. They didn't run that heck going on. There's no embarrassment for me, which it comes how it comes. But with that being said, I initiated this. You don't play, and I know there's rights for you. There's rights for me too. I can go crash out. I can go get in trouble. I can ruin myself. I can get another situation. I'm gonna sit back. I do still have to catch myself now. Trust me, I'm human. Like
Yeah, of course. I caught myself
I gotta
too.
catch myself. But no, I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna just learn from TV, Instagram, Twitter. Thanks, man. My brother, I'm in jail right now doing another 7 years from the first 12.
Yeah, my
Right,
brother,
so-
he
You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things where I just took that little extra step back. But not that I don't get the glasses. Don't let that shit fool you. I still get elevated too. You know what I'm saying?
Don't let it fool you. I feel that,
Still
bro.
get out of my character too, but you know, but it just kind of to what you guys were saying, where Eddie's saying this is like, no, I got rights too. But so because of that reason, I was able to just, for those quick moments, like when your mom was like, hey, think about that energy gets you in trouble or not. For some reason or another, I've been somehow, even like when I flashed out, I called my mom, I'm like, yeah, somebody got to get it. It's over today. Like, it's like, it is what it is. And I'm okay with the future of my consequences. It's scary to me.
Just that, like a
So,
That's heavy, man.
when that moment came, when I knew I was okay with the consequences, that's when but every time I get to that point where I'm like, okay, if I go over there to this girl house today, and I'm ready to take it today, and I'm okay with the consequences will be today. All right. For some reason, every time I flashed out, you know, my door was only 2. For some reason, that what your mom said, for some reason,
That little trigger,
second,
it be that little
second,
bit.
it has really saved me from just being like, I already got this situation going on. I found it. I initiated it. Again, I have rights, so let me just let my rights play out. But I'm gonna show you how it works too, cause like as a man, yeah, I ain't gonna fight back and forth with you. I'm gonna play the catty games. I'm gonna just wait for the long. You're gonna laugh at the end or smile at the end. I won't show you no emotions at the end. But for what it's worth, I ain't gonna go back and forth with you like a woman, no, that kind of stuff. I'm gonna use my rights. Wait till the end. But I'm, you know,
That's what I tell them all the time. Like,
So-
cool. Words is wolf ticket.
So let me ask. I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Now, okay? The majority of us in here, we got custody of our kids. We was in our kids' life 100%. We raised our kids. We went through the ups and downs, sorrows and woes. We stood up as men. Even Baby Ray here say his daddy was a guy that saved him. Stoic. And this is Mr. Ray, y'all. Black Ankle Barbershop, Kirkman Road, my man. Stoic as they come. Stoic. Taught me a lot. Do you guys think that a man getting custody of his kids can raise the kids better, wiser, more direct than the mother? I'm gonna ask the hard question. Get mad at me.
I say yes. I say yes.
In a stable environment.
In a stable environment.
I say yes and no. It's equal rights to both. It's like there's a place for a mom, there's a place for a dad. Do I not bias me? Hell yeah, I know I can. But it's for some reason, even with my senior, which I still think that same way now. I'm like, my daughter's too. I can definitely take care of them, take it to bath, get her to school, X, Y, and Z. But some parts of me are reserved because I'm like, certain things are for them.
Yes, some things are reserved for.
her.
Yeah.
It ain't got nothing to do with me.
That's right.
But do I know, like, yeah, biasly me, can I do it? Yeah, of course. But just truth being told, it's like, nah, that's why you procreate with a woman, it ain't with a man. Because there's something that a woman do that man don't do.
Spoken like a champ.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mr. Ray.
What was the last part you said now?
Something that women do that men just don't do. Not that we can't do it, but it's something that we don't do.
Like what?
As far as
The first thing I said.
and that's the real, to be honest with you, outside of the nurture,
Being nurtured.
outside of the feminine nurturing, as far as what I got a daughter, so it's a different.
Let Mr. Ray talk now, y'all. Y'all don't had y'all feel. Let Mr. Ray.
No disrespect. This is my son right here, right?
Right.
I'm way more nurturing than his mother is.
Very. And I would agree with that.
Way
We talking about general though.
And well, no, it's an individual. It's individual. It's no set rule for anybody. You got great mothers out here that do great things for their children. There's great dads. There's great parents that do things together. But it's an individual thing. You can't just go and say, I can't be more nurturing because I'm a man. That's crap. I send my son, I love you, son. I send my daughter, I love you. Both. There's no, and I grew up without dad. My dad died when I was 3. So I had to pay attention to everybody else around me. And his name was Mr. Kent, was my influence on how a man is supposed to treat. And he was a hardcore guy. Got up early in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, went to build swimming pool, came back. His wife had his food ready. He took care of his kids, blah, blah, blah. Friday, he gave her a check. That was my example of what a man is supposed to be doing. But how I raised my kids, it was nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I was very active. I was very proactive and getting everything done. And you can't sit back and wait for somebody else to do the job what you do. As much as it might hurt you, it'll make you feel better if you went and told her, I love you anyway. And then keep moving on. You don't have to prove your love to nobody. Indeed. You know what I'm saying? This my son. He ain't my real son, but he's my son. Why? I done seen him ever since he was in the 9th grade, cutting his hair. You know what I'm saying? It's an action. Everything, love is an action. Hate is an action. It's based on how you present yourself, and don't let nobody dictate how you or who you're gonna be. Can't do it.
Mr. Ray, tie that into being a father, because I want to, if it's all right, I want to bring your wife on because she's a psychiatrist, right?
No, too late.
Too late.
Because I was gonna do it anyway.
Too late. He was going. We not talk. No. But see, I'm not gonna turn it on you. You've been listening to us men talk. This is your profession. I'm so glad to hear, because I want you to give a take, and if you don't want to be on camera, I just want to hear your voice. Okay? Give your take on the mental stress that we are under right now as fathers going through, listen to what we've been going through and all that stuff. Because as a man, I value your skills. You're a woman, you're a mama, and this is what you trained in me. So
I couldn't do it. Not in the capacity that she has. See, she's bound by ethics.
right.
I'm not. I'm not bound by ethics.
Right.
So when I talk to y'all, it's gonna be on the real. She got rules and regulations to go by. I don't have to, but I ain't gonna lie to you either. I'm not gonna sit there and tell you something that I haven't told him.
So tie
That I
that.
haven't told him.
So tie that nurturing thing into fatherhood. Okay, then you say, okay. Do you want to be on camera? Go ahead. It's okay. That you're gonna reach 35,000 people.
Nurturing teaches you how to be that man that you wish somebody was to you.
Bingo.
It
Let me
teaches
say
you
this,
that.
though.
Because
I agree with you on that, right? And this is something that's not said, right? So you made your statement, right? But the human biology states that women, they have X minus the Y. We have both chromosomes,
absolutely.
which means in biology, you have the feminine traits and you have the male traits, which is your higher self and your lower self. So you can't say that a man cannot be nurturing, because just like he said, I can be way more nurturing than a mother.
No, he didn't say a man can't be nurturing. He says there's special things. There's times for a man to do his job and a time for a woman to do his job.
And when I said that, so for myself, so I said it simple, but when they said nurturing, I was talking about the connection of breastfeeding.
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
That's right.
So I was thinking it. I said it simple. I said it simple, but those connections, I can't build that connection with my partner like that. Ain't harmony.
Yeah.
I try
Okay.
to skin to skin.
But
I
All right, hey, hold on.
But my point of bringing that up
make it
is,
sound like offensive, but I wasn't finished though.
yeah. Like,
So
when I say that, yeah, that's what I mean about the nurturing part. So that connection, that starts at day one.
You want to walk over here in the camera? You
So
want to
that's-
kind of do how you want to? No, I'm serious.
So certain things, I just
Introduce
so
yourself,
when-
your practice, all that stuff. Nice and reason.
Okay, this is something that
But nurturing,
I
Come on.
suggest, me personally,
Other ways.
what she's getting ready to talk about, I'm not that guy. I'm not.
So if you could just stand right here and talk, because we want to hear what she is this is a licensed therapist coming your way.
And that's what I was gonna ask all of y'all, what are y'all doing to prepare for your own mental?
There we go.
Oh, all right.
Oh, don't let the licensed therapist.
Ladies first. You
Of
trying to
course.
Speak this whole time. Right.
Mention yourself, your name and your practice, and go for it.
Okay, so my name is Lorna Wooten, and I'm a licensed mental health counselor.
I ain't gonna let you get away with
My
that.
business is called My Peace Counseling Services, and I do work for 2 other companies at this time also. Basically, I feel privileged to sit here and listen to you guys talk. And when I'm in session, I would say that I like working with my male clients the most, because it takes a lot of courage for them to actually come into the door, come
Yes.
into therapy, because of what you were told, the way you were raised, everything, how you don't talk to nobody, how you keep things in, how you keep it all in, and everything. And as each one of you share your stories, those are stories that I've heard lots.
Wow.
Lots, from all different sides. And I've dealt with, I think one of you mentioned the father, if your father's gonna come back in your life, the father being willing and ready to hear what their child has to say, what they have to say. I've dealt with fathers who I had to get him ready to do that. Be ready to sit there and take it, accept it. To own it. I have one male that I'm dealing with now that I think would be great for the group, but he doesn't live in Florida.
Give him my number.
Orlando,
Give my number. That Skype some serious.
as part of him, he has full custody and partial custody of another one of his children. And he went to some of the same things, neglect, battling with court, and all kinds of stuff. And the things that he deals with on a regular basis is being told that he's not good enough, being told this, being told
Yes.
that he can't do things right, you know, and all these different things. And it is, when you come into therapy and you release all of these things, it feels so much better.
Yes.
And even when, you know, you talked about how, you know, you hear somebody tell you, okay, the consequences and this and that.
Every time.
Those are the type of things that we talk about in session. Okay, how do you deal with this? You know, he asked me, how do I deal with when she's over here and she's FaceTiming mom and mom is yelling and screaming and all this? Because I was like, okay, let's see how we're gonna approach this. Let's see how we deal with this. You know, how do you deal with you are barely scraping stuff together, barely taking care of things, barely getting by, and you call and you ask the mother who's supposed to be helping for money to help with co-pays or this and that, and the mother don't help. You know, how do you deal with that? So, you know, so when you guys talking here, you know, I gotta give my props to you
Yes, ma'am.
for starting this group and making this a safe space. You know, so I just want you guys to know that counseling is also a safe space.
Yes, it is.
You know, and so, you know, the door is always open if you guys are ready to come and talk.
Now, I want you to give your contact information one more time because you are too good at this, and I know your clientele. You are good at what you do, sister. And I would not be Ray, third son, if I didn't put you on camera.
Like I said, my name is Lorna Wooten. My email address is mypeacecounselingservices@gmail.com. You can also look me up on Grow Therapy. You can also Google that and, you know, find me through there, and it has my full profile on there. And
Yes.
then I also work for another company as well, but you can also look me up through that.
All right. Thank you so much. All right, everybody. See, I'm getting ready to close out a little bit. I've been here a good little minute. These guys are tired. We finna do a little prayer, eat a little pizza, a couple donuts, get a sugar rush, carbohydrates. I don't need them, but hey, I'm gonna do it tonight. I thank you guys for sticking here with me, listening, talking to these guys. I want you guys to understand out there, we men go through stuff. We men go through a lot of stuff. We have been put through stuff for generations, time and time again. But from what you've seen, a real conversation for fathers is that throughout all this stuff, a real man still protects his family, protects his kids, even to the detriment of himself. I want you guys to understand that. All right, everybody, I'm going to let you go. I'm the Baron, telling you guys to trust you in the universe, because at the end of the day, that's all you got. Please like, share, and subscribe. Y'all be good. Have a good one.
All right.
Yeah.